Hi friends and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello. My name's George Agenbar and I'm a UK music producer. Welcome back to my short series taking you through the very basics of recording and producing. The very basics. Even if you've never dived into the wonderful world of audio production before, by the end of this series you should feel confident enough to record and produce your first ever song. So make sure you stay tuned and hit the subscribe button and notification bell to follow the series along.
And things will never be the same when I hear your name since you kissed me in the rain.
In the last video we had a look at setting up and gain staging a microphone, and today we're going to be having a look at how to record some various instruments into our DAW. Now this isn't completely essential. You can input electronic instruments into your project using a MIDI controller. However, this can tend to sound a bit robotic, and so the quickest and easiest way to get a natural, human, musical sounding recording is to actually record yourself playing the instrument. So today we're going to be having a look at the way in which we record guitar, bass, piano and some drums. There are three main different types of guitar, and we need to record each type in a slightly different way. Firstly, we have a completely acoustic guitar. We record these using a microphone, normally either a large or small diaphragm condenser, and we place it around the 12th fret of the guitar and plug it into the mic input on our audio interface. Secondly, you have an electroacoustic guitar. These are guitars with electronics on and a jack output. Now you can also mic up this guitar like you would an acoustic, or you could take an unbalanced jack-to-jack lead and plug it into one of the line inputs on your audio interface. And finally, you have an electric guitar. Now these are slightly more tricky. You can plug an electric guitar straight into an amp or into a pedal board and then an amp and mic up the amp and record it that way. Or you could plug it into a DI box. To do this, you'll plug an unbalanced jack-to-jack lead into your guitar, into the DI box input, and then use another unbalanced jack-to-jack lead to go from the DI box output into your audio interface line input. And then once you've recorded the electric guitar sound into your DAW, there are normally lots of really cool amplifier and pedal board effects that you can apply to the recording. Next we move on to bass, and bass is very similar to electric guitar. We have pretty much the same options. You can either use a DI box, or if your interface allows it, go straight into the interface, or you can mic up a bass amp. And again, once you've got the recording, there are lots of really cool effects on most DAWs that you can use to make your bass sound even better. Then we have piano. These often have stereo outputs, and this is because it gives the audience a better portrayal of a piano sound. What we do is we take two unbalanced jack-to-jack leads and plug them into each output, the left channel and the right channel, and then we plug these into two line inputs in our audio interface. It's important to remember that you'll have to create two different tracks in your DAW to record into simultaneously. But if your audio interface only has one line input, not to worry. Most stereo outputs will also have a mono output, and this is normally just the left channel. And in this case, you just use one unbalanced jack-to-jack lead to plug into the mono output into one line input in your audio interface like you would any other instrument. If you're looking to record drums, in all honesty, for a beginner with a small recording setup, it's tricky. I suppose you could place as many microphones as your interface will allow around the drum kit and try and pick up all the elements of the kit. And there are lots of different tutorial videos on YouTube about how to do this, which I'll leave links to in the description. But this will create multi-track recordings, and this is a compromise. It won't allow you to edit the sound of each individual drum. In my opinion, in this circumstance, it's just so much easier to input MIDI drum tracks and work to make them sound more realistic and more human, which we will cover in a later video. So that's how we input and record different instruments. If you're also looking to record instruments like strings or horns, I would recommend that you mic them up and record them that way. Next time, we're going to be having a look at configuring our Logic settings to get the best results. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions or thoughts down in the comments. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you again very soon.